All right, welcome back to Software Gore. I'm not really sure if this fits with the theme of Anger Week, unless you've been personally impacted by any of the bugs featured here, but it's okay. We might as well have something humorous, uplifting at the end of all this frustration. We'll begin with number 19, when someone says their phone is blowing up, and this is what they mean. Oh, God. Dude, I bet you, if you were some celebrity who had an Instagram account with like 100 million followers and you had all notifications turned on, your phone probably would actually look like this. I wonder if this is footage of an actual celebrity who turned on all their notifications. Would you even be able to unlock your phone at that point? How quickly would the battery run down? I have so many questions. I kind of want to see a video. Just think of the views that you could get as a celebrity on a YouTube video if you made a video of you turning on all your Instagram notifications, okay? If you want to get some YouTube views, go do it. That'll go so viral. You turning on all your Instagram notifications. Just if any celebrities out there watch this and have a lot of followers, just give me a shout out next time on there. And because obviously I inspired you with the idea. Is this some kind of new tactic? What is going on here? Dude just wanted to take a moment in the middle of the game to work on his neck muscles, so he asked the ref to just, you know, hey, can you wheelbarrow me? Except instead of my hands, I'll just I'm gonna keep my neck really stiff, and you can just push me across the ground while I just work that out. The alternative is to use the leg curl machine and sit on the ground and do this. So, I don't know, this probably builds neck muscle even more. I want to know what the situation is here. What is this programmed from? How did there end up being a freaking wheelbarrow? The ref, what is the ref supposed to be wheelbarrowing? And how did a player end up there? I have so many questions as to why this happened in the first place, but it's great. They see me rolling. Wait, is that the YouTube buffering thing? Oh my God. This is a great Easter egg. I wonder if there's a way to cause this to happen. Wait, do you have a Minecraft sword as your pointer? You do! You have a diamond sword as your pointer on your computer. This is fantastic. Oh, all right. Give me a kick out of that. It's you got the rap verse in Revenge going too by any chance? You know, did that inspire you to put your cursor as diamond sword? My rapping, my stellar rapping. I thought I was experiencing Software Gore here at first. Like it was trying to load the video and it was freaking out. I was like, oh, this is really fitting. Oh wait, that's actually what the issue is. When I run Java, your CPU temperature has exceeded 925 degrees Celsius. I don't think that your CPU can get quite that hot. It probably would just melt your heatsink and your motherboard at that point. But what do I know? Maybe the melting point of all the components is actually higher than that. But that seems pretty toasty. Like imagine accidentally touching your CPU when it's at that temperature. Like, oh God, just like melt your finger through. That'd be like touching molten metal. Yeah, I guess this could happen to some people when they're running Minecraft. Just if you just switch your cursor though to a Minecraft diamond sword, it'll make your CPU like way more efficient when you run Java because it integrates Minecraft like into native Windows because like you have the sword natively as your cursor, and so it'll then cause Java to run much more like efficiently. So it's a little known secret. The black rectangle behind it is from piled up shadows. An error occurred while reading the capture file Wikipedia PNG input-output error. Well, yeah, that's me when I accidentally slide the spread slider all the way up in the effects layer on Photoshop for the shadow, and it just turns into a black blob. Or more stroke. No, mostly just the spread got dialed up a whole bunch. Plus 10 points for you if you understand what I was just referring to, because it probably didn't resonate for too many people there. I make a lot of thumbnails. You might have to just restart your computer at that point, though. The internet in Sydney has ascended. Data centers. Sydney, -1. Honestly, I didn't know you guys had functional internet in Australia, so this is kind of reinforcing that point for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to roast everyone, but all I ever hear is people from Australia being like, you think your internet is bad? Try coming down here. I don't know for sure. Is it just that your ping time is bad because most of the data is hosted elsewhere in the world and you're pretty far away from pretty much everything? Or are you actually not able to get good download and upload speeds for anything? That's what's always confused me. Do you say it's bad because when you try to play games and you get matched up with people in other continents, it's like really bad ping time, which I totally understand. But also, do you just, like, everyone in Australia says their internet's so bad. I don't know what's going on. I want to figure out what exactly the reason is. So any Australians watching this, tell me why you have -1 ping to places. That isn't how comparison bars work. YouTube, 106 gigabytes. Google Play Store, 5.48. Android, 3.24. Sonos, 1.9. WhatsApp, Huh? Apparently it just breaks once you get below a gigabyte. Interesting. Also, does your whole phone look like that font? Because that's an interesting font. I don't think I've ever seen that font on someone's phone as the primary font that's being used. I'm not sure if you'd be better off with Comic Sans, to be honest. It's an interesting decision. What's the scale changing to down here? I see that like all of this is being scaled in relation to YouTube at 106 gigabytes being the maximum. That's kind of like based off that proportion. But what's 0.93 gigs out of what down here? I'm confused. Doesn't make too much sense. That's almost 100 o'clock. I mean, honestly, it would make more sense to have time that's on a base 10, wouldn't it? Like 100 minutes in an hour and 100 seconds in a minute, and then maybe, I don't know, 10 hours in a day, or you could do 20 hours in a day and it's 10 in the AM, 10 in the PM or something like that. And you would obviously have to change how long a second is in order to make all that work. But it is interesting. The entire world was able to agree upon time, right? That is like the one completely consistent thing across everywhere is we all agree on time. And I'm impressed. Can we think of anything else that the entire world as a whole has agreed upon? Yeah, there's some variations, daylight savings and stuff like that. But for the most part, the entire planet is on the same page. But then you have differences in language all over the place. You have imperial versus metric. Yes, metric makes far more sense. I'm very well aware of that. But I'm sure there's a reason why time is like base 60, base 24, etc. But wouldn't it make much more sense at a base 10 system as well? I don't know. That's all I'm saying, man. Thanks, Apple. Okay, so... Oh God, this brings me back to freaking Minecraft map puzzles where I'm like, oh, you have to flip levers, but every lever like ends up moving pistons differently than it did before, and it's like playing whack-a-mole with levers and pistons, and I never know which combination of levers I need in order to trigger the door mechanism or whatever the goal of the freaking adventure map is. Hate this. I hate this, and I know it's not exclusive to Minecraft maps. Apparently, it's also a mini game in your phone settings, but I hated these because I would never be able to track what each thing ever did. So I would just be flipping things randomly and be like, I hope that eventually this works. I could be here for a few hours, but you know, once I solve it, I'll not be able to tell you how I solved it. It'll just be I tried enough that eventually one of the permutations worked, and that's all there is to it. I'm sorry that you're experiencing this, man, but it's just they're trying to make it more fun. They're trying to make it an engaging challenge. Oh, God. Breaking news. Denmark adds giant block of terrain to itself. Dude, I too have experienced messing up with World Edit. You know, I think there's an undo feature, but yeah, sometimes you miss you add an extra number in like where you're trying to move your chunk to or something like that, or you accidentally add an extra 0 to like how many duplications you're gonna do, or like if you're in MC Edit, this might be more of an MC Edit kind of thing. You just you accidentally like your cursor messed up for a second, it lagged, and you ended up dragging it way further across the screen and you submit it. Yeah, dude, this was high stakes though, dude. If you're gonna MC Edit the Earth, you gotta be pretty sure before you go and, you know, wipe the Scandinavian countries into the ocean, all right? Just think of the consequences, okay? You gotta be certified before you MC edit or world edit the planet, all right, man? Hey, Mom, look at me run. That's pretty quality animation right there. What's about to happen? I swear, it's like at least 80% of the time spent on any animation project is just troubleshooting. This is messed up. It's supposed to be working. Can't figure out what's wrong. Do we have software Gore in the program itself? I thought I was doing everything right, but it's not. Let's bring it over to here. It doesn't look right. Sorry, man. Got a little bit of my experience, but I can't really help you with that troubleshooting. Also, your animation was quite good there, so you're on another level than I ever was. Yes, Google, seems legit. Uninstall harmful app. YouTube can damage your device. Whoops. I don't think they meant to do that, but who knows? Is this the next step after all of the controversies that cause the advertisers to be hesitant to advertise on YouTube? Google is gonna backlash against itself and be like, sorry guys, we've gotten to the point where YouTube is just, it's harmful for your device. There's too much edgy content out there. It's not safe anymore for you to browse our own website. The best course of action is just to remove it. Please don't do that. Please don't actually do that. Just make sure that you continue watching YouTube videos, mine especially. And also, if you're concerned about advertisements and edgy content, you can always just get YouTube Premium. And then you can support without even worrying about advertisements. I've just turned these videos into, every other one is just, you know, it's my support for YouTube Premium. Hashtag not actually technically sponsored, even though it does help me indirectly and directly. Yeah. Flight simulators should stick to flying objects, apparently. I mean, you know, maybe the person who programmed this was like, it'll be a funny Easter egg when they see it. Does it affect their ability to fly or learn to fly or any of that stuff? Not really. It'll just be funny for them to see the cars driving over the bridge. Yeah, why not? Who cares? Doesn't negatively impact the actual goal of the software, so we'll just leave it. I'm sure somebody will notice it, and then they'll make a post on the internet, and then that'll get a lot of views, and then maybe someone will get interested in Flight Simulator as a result of it. So more views for us. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is up to date. All shields active. Silent mode is work. I can't even open a program to screenshot this. Everything is good. Oh, well, that looks like an image from like the 90s or something of someone before they knew how to screenshot something, just pulling out their late 90s or early 2000s flip phone, being like, all right, let me just take a quick picture of my screen right now so I can send it to my friends. Do not be alarmed. Everything is fine. We'll handle this for you. Don't panic. All these notifications, perfectly normal operating procedure for a new virus scan. Everything will be as normal as soon as we take over your computer and take all your passwords and everything. It'll be fine after that. My TV froze. Yeah, see, this is proof though that when you pause mid-frame on an actor, it doesn't look that bad, right? Whereas you pause mid-frame on me and I look like an idiot. See, why can't I just have a perfectly normal mid-conversation face like that? It's not fair. That's why I could never be an actor. So I'm pretty sure a requirement to be an actor is to have just a perfectly fine mid-conversation. You can pause anywhere and you'll look okay. I'm disqualified. I don't meet that criteria. And I realize I've completely gone off of what the actual topic is here, but just anyway, don't worry about it. It's an interesting bug right there. Maybe turn it on and off. I've never had anything happen with my TV that couldn't be solved by not by just like turning it on and off. So should be fine. Wing flex on a Boeing 787 in a flight simulator. It's a little known fact actually, but planes fly by flapping their wings. It's it was only very early models of airplanes that actually used the difference in air pressure in order to fly up into the sky. More recently, and you can't see it because they're actually moving like faster than the speed of light, but they actually flap really extremely fast, and that's how airplanes stay in the sky. They don't teach this to you in school because it's like top secret military technology that we've actually developed ways for physical objects to travel faster than light. But I'm probably breaking a few NDAs by like telling you this here, but this is actually just slow motion of how airplanes fly, slowed down by approximately 1 million times. So it's pretty crazy. You heard it here first, and if you don't hear from me ever again after this, you'll know why. Exceptional done to death. Chrome PDF viewer crash while printing a document. Apparently this has happened on numerous occasions. I don't know if we've seen this here before, but man, that looks like a large waste of ink or toner. How many pages did you just print out? And does it smell at all in that room? I feel like with that much toner, it would like almost start to smell. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You're gonna need a new cartridge after that one. Bummer, depending upon how many pages that was. Oh man, just like imagine going into there after you're like printing your 50-page document only to just arrive at black sheets. And then you're probably like midway through printing and it gives you not only some kind of crash, but some kind of out of ink error. You're like, how did we just run out of ink? I replaced this yesterday. Oh, I see what's happened now. Alrighty, that's unfortunate. Okie dokie. This has gone beyond software gore into the physical world. Well, anyway, that's it for the last month of Software Gore. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to the music in the background, link is in the outro description over on the Marin Music channel. I'll see you next time.